Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel for the first time. Today I'm excited to share with you guys another Tarte product, and this is the new Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Skin Twinkle Lighting Palette, and this is what it looks like. Actually, this is what it looks like, and this retails for $42, and you can purchase this off of Tarte Cosmetics website, or if you're VIB Rouge or VIB members at Sephora, you can purchase it right now, and then it will be available to the general public on February 29th online, and then March 14th in stores. So this is again what the packaging looks like. It fits in with the rest of the Rainforest of the Sea packaging. And then let me show you what the actual palette looks like. So this is what the palette looks like. Such a pretty color. I'd say that all of the items in the collection have a little bit of a different theme or different colors. So like the eyeshadow palette that I got is like blues and turquoise and gold, and this one is all blues with gold on the back. So they all vary a little bit, but they fit into the same theme. So super cute. On the back is the traditional Tarte gold packaging, so pretty. And then it also is kind of hard to see on camera, but you can see what's actually in the palette, the name, and what the color is. So let me show you what they look like, and then I will tell you a little bit about them. So you do get a really nice size mirror, and then right here we have Moonlight, which I actually have it on right now, and I love the way it looks. And then on this side you have Sunlight, which is a champagne gold, and then in the middle you have Filtered Light, which is a matte sand. So right off the bat I want to tell you guys, because it's a little deceiving because it says it's a highlighting palette or a lighting palette, that these two right here are actual highlighters. The one in the middle is a setting powder. It is not, or a finishing powder. It is not an actual highlighter. Like, I would not use that on the cheeks or anything. This one is supposed to be for setting underneath the eyes and just brightening it up naturally, but not highlighting it, if that makes sense. So that, I'm sure, is going to surprise a lot of people, because when you say lighting palette or highlighting palette, like, you think this is naturally 3 highlighters in this palette. It's not until you go read the description or you get it and start playing with it and you're like, oh crap. That is not a highlighter. So let me tell you guys a little bit about this palette from Sephora's website so you can get a better idea, and then I will go in and tell you guys what I like about it and what I don't like about it. So first, it says it's a highlighting trio palette with 3 individual universal shades for strobing and perfecting. So that's kind of where it gets confusing. It says highlighting, but then it says perfecting. So you're highlighting with these 2 and perfecting with the middle one. Brighten up your complexion with a radiant twinkle using the sleek strobing and highlighting palette. Featuring a versatile trio of silky perfecting powders, you can filter and reflect light for a soft focused glow. The middle Filtered Light is your go-to setting powder, and a universal matte sand that brightens and corrects any darkness under the eyes. Paired with 2 full-size luminous perfecting powders, they're perfect for illuminating the contours of the face for a natural glowing look that flatters all skin tones. So let me tell you guys what are my cons about this palette first, and get that out of the way, because overall I still like this palette. I'm going to keep it, and it is very, very pretty, and it's not my favorite item out of the line, and I'll tell you all the reasons why, but I still like it. So con number 1 is this weird freaking powder in the middle. So like I said, I think it's going to be a surprise to some that this is a setting powder. And that wouldn't be a horrible thing, because I'd be like, okay, I may like a setting powder. That's nice. You can like correct right here, set your powder, and go on the highlight. That's fine. This is the weirdest formula ever. Like, it's the most rough, like sandpapery, chalky formula ever. I've never seen anything like it. Like, even drugstore, I've never seen such a crappy product. And like, it's so bizarre. I've never had a product where I could hear myself rubbing it. Like, I can hear like the sandpaper sound. It's so weird. Can you guys hear? Like, I don't know. It's bizarre. And so this is what it looks like after I've like dug my finger in it, but like right away, this is all you get. And I find that when you put it on the skin, it just disappears. It's like, where did you go? And then it still feels chalky. Like, it just feels like I've got chalk residue on myself. So I don't like that. I think they could have done without this product or made it a more creamy ivory setting powder. However, that would have not been universal for all skin types. So that leads me into my con number 2. This claims to be a universal palette for everyone. I don't think this is universal at all. I think this honestly leans for fair to medium skin types. And I don't think it's going to fit all skin types. I mean, if you're someone with very medium to dark skin tone, like, I don't think you're going to get any use out of this product. Maybe highlighters, because it still will give you a glow, but like, this is absolutely useless for you. So that's not universal. I think also people with darker skin tones are going to want a little bit darker colors. This one is leaning towards a little bit too dark for myself right now. Like, I gravitate more towards this one, but This one I'll be fine when I tan or like in the summertime when I have a little bit more color to myself and I don't look like, oh, you know, the color of the wall right now. But this is definitely like people with medium or really medium to dark skin tones. I don't know if it, like everyone's gonna like it, so I don't think it's universal. And then number 3, this retails for $42. I think that's awfully expensive for what you get. These two big guys right here are 0.2 ounces, and the middle one is 0.085 ounces, so about half the size of the big ones, but I still think that this is more expensive than some of the other Tarte products that have like a similar format of like a duo or a trio in here, and I just think that's kind of a little too expensive considering the middle shade sucks. So I think they would have been better had they made the price like $34 or $36, but $42 is kind of a lot. Like that's leaning towards the side of like, is it really worth it? So to swatch them for you guys, this one is a Moonlight. There you go. And then the other highlighter is Sunlight, which is the Champagne Gold. And there is that one. And they are just so buttery, and well, now I'm getting too far ahead. Let me tell you about the two highlighters and why I love this palette. So there they are, swatch, and you can see just how ultra pigmented they are, and like I don't know where they got this middle shade because these are so smooth and velvety and just they are so highly pigmented. They're so creamy. I love the way they feel. Like they just glide like butter onto my finger and they just glide on the skin. They're so easy to work with. I think they give a very, very pretty natural glow. You could definitely build that up and make the highlight way more intense. I like a more like natural highlight, so I just like to have like a glow there that looks natural. So I love these shades. They're so buttery. And then you got this crap in the middle and it's like, what are you? So that's kind of bizarre that they put this one in the palette, or like you would have thought they would have tested it out and been like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is not like up to the standards of these other two ones. But overall, I think the actual highlighters in the palette are worth keeping and worth the money. That's why I would keep the palette. I think this is like a nice little way to travel. It just kind of sucks that the matte shade in the middle wasn't awesome, because look, this would be such a great travel palette to have a setting powder and your highlighters in one. But that middle one is just not the best. But I'm going to keep it because I like the highlighter shades. I do think it's overpriced, but I'm going to keep it because I like this collection and I want it. So that kind of brings me back to my first point, whether or not it was worth it. And if this is not my favorite item in the collection, and it's not. I'd say that the eyeshadow palette is absolutely hands down my favorite eyeshadow palette in a while, and it's also my favorite out of the entire collection. So if you're someone watching all these videos tonight going, okay, that's the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea collection, if I could only get one item, what would it be? My answer would still be the eyeshadow palette over this one. So I'm going to keep it, but if you're someone watching this going, if I could only get one thing, what should I get? Get the eyeshadow palette. Now my second item that I would get would probably be this one, and then the contour one, or the corrector palette. So I would say this is like a second, but it's almost tied with the corrector. Like you could take it or leave it, but it's not like one that I would die if I didn't have it. I have it, I'm going to keep it, but it's not an absolute necessity that you have it. I think it's a little overpriced, and the middle one sucks, so that doesn't, you know, make the price any better. But overall, the two highlighter shades are beautiful, amazing, blendable, velvety, soft, creamy. They blend into your skin beautifully. They wear a long time. They're gorgeous colors. Again, it's not universal, so if you're someone that's saying, it's overpriced, I don't like the middle shade, and I don't think this is going to fit my skin tone, it's probably not the palette for you. If you're someone with fair to medium skin, you want, you know, this really cool collection that came out, and you think that you're gonna like these two highlighters, then I would go ahead and get the palette if you want the splurge and you're gonna buy, you know, multiple items in the collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video seeing the new highlighting palette by Tarte Cosmetics, and let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this, if you found this review helpful, and what your thoughts are. So I would love to hear what you guys think. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!